Hi everyone, this is the National Master Alessandro Santagati. MrKornKid sent me the game to have analysis about it, so we can begin the analysis about the game. MrKornKid played with white against Intrigueless, e4, e5, and knight f3. Okay, it's okay. You develop the pieces on the center, correct. Knight f6. And you played d4. D4 is okay. Another good option could be take the pawn on e5, but your move is completely correct, so we can go forward. So d4, and now e takes d4, correct. And now I don't like it because you played knight d4. In this kind of position, it's better play the move e5 because you attack immediately the knight, and this knight has no good squares because, okay, probably the knight can go to d5, but if knight d5, you can take the pawn and you can take time because the knight, the black has to move the knight again, so I think you will take a good position in this way. So in this kind of position, it's better push because the black has to move the knight and you can take important times for the opening. Okay, we can go forward to we can go back to the game. So knight takes d4, and now black take the pawn is okay. Bishop d3. Okay, because you develop the piece and you take the knight at the same time, the knight can go back, and now you play bishop g5. Okay, in this kind of position, I like simply castle because the purpose in this kind of position is attack on the e file as soon as possible. So my first idea is play castle and try to make pressure on the e file. If bishop e7, you can play knight f5, and you can try to take the bishop. You can try to attack the pawn g7. So I think is a good position for you after that. If the black try to move g6 to avoid knight f5, you win immediately because you can simply play rook e1, bishop e7, and then bishop h6. This move is very strong because you avoid the castle, and the simple threat is bishop g7. So, for example, if d5, I play bishop g7, and I win the knight because the knight, yes, in theory, is defended by the bishop, but the bishop is pinned, so I can simply take it. Okay, so I think castle immediately is very nice. You played bishop g5, now bishop e7, and castle for black, and now knight c3 is wrong because again you can play knight f5 to attack the bishop, to attack g7. I think is good. Knight c3, h6, and now the sacrifice is nice. Yes, we played a nice move now. The sacrifice is nice because the black has few defenders, so g takes, and now knight f5. Probably was better attack the pawn h6. So an idea could be queen d2 to attack this pawn and to bring immediately the king side. Yeah, so knight f5 probably now is not the best move. d5, take the pawn, king g7. Now you must go back. Or also queen f3 is okay. Yeah, okay, you can try in this way. What happens if the black take? You can play check, and probably after that, if the black play well, yes, you have a good attack now because after king g7, you can play queen g5, and if king h8 because king h7 is not possible. You can play queen h6, king g8, and then you need to bring another piece in the game. You need to bring another piece to g3 to attack the castle. So a simple idea could be rook here, and rook here. Yeah, and you can exploit this position because the knight is blocked, because if the black move the knight, you can mate on h7, and okay, if knight d4, you can simply take with the knight, and then you can threaten against the mate with bishop and queen. So Yeah, this position is nice now. So the sacrifice is interesting. Probably the black didn't play the best defense, but the sacrifice was interesting. Now you play the queen g3, and yeah, queen g3 probably is not a good option for you, because after queen g3 the black can defend with the rook g8, and now is hard mate because the king can escape. So it was the problem. Yeah, queen f4 was better because you need to play check, and force the king to go on the h file. This way you can attack in a better way. And okay, so after that, queen g3. Okay, black made a mistake. Bishop g4 is not a good idea because the black has to play rook g8 to give an important square at this king. F3, bishop. Okay, now the bishop is under attack. Probably bishop h5 was better to defend the king. He played the rook g8 and you can simply take the piece. Now your position is good because you can take the piece back. Rook takes g4. And now you didn't see this nice move, rook takes f6. Because it's check, you take the rook and the position is completely win for you. King g7, rook to f6 now is okay. And queen takes g4, bishop g5. Okay, now I think it's not so useful to go forward. The game is completely win for you because you play the rook f1 is okay. You can simply play rook f5, take the bishop, f6, and now I think easily h4 because okay, you made this mistake, but you can simply play h4, you take another piece and the victory will be easy. Queen h5, knight c6, and now maybe it was better queen g6, but okay, it's also okay, queen h7, and then bishop g6. The simple threat is mate d1. You played queen e7 and you played correctly queen h8. Yes, it was a good game. It was a fast game, so okay, I think it's okay. The important thing about the opening is this: when you have this position, the main idea is the e file and the idea knight f5. So now the castle is the best move. Okay, thank you for the attention. It's all for this video. Bye.